Yeah.
Like now you gotta see what that purple.
We do gold boots now, man.
Purple and gold.
Yeah, man. Royalty. All right, Shalom Bakyam. And we would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Shura Kapadash, the others right, elder apostles and elder bishops of great millstone who well. Peace and blessing after everything elect. All right. We got a GMS Mississippi Camp. I'm Zahaba to my right, Kazak to my left.
Yashima.
All right.
All right, and what we're gonna get into today, all right, tonight is dealing with what we see going on amongst our people, especially those of the circumcision, and what we're seeing, okay, is Jake, all right, trying to mingle, okay, the world with this ministry, man. And what's happening, Jake is looking tacky as hell, okay. Jake is conflicting with the scriptures, and it's because they never fully put off their old man, and they trying to mix the two. And this world, all right, and this ministry is two conflicting doctrines, man. What you think this whole war is gonna be about? Okay, Esau Edom is trying to establish a satanic order in the earth, and from that satanic order, you have all these different worldly lifestyles that you see out that we was groomed up in. And that's why we had to put that off and be born, okay, after Yahushua, okay, for the world to come. You see? You got it, bro.
Mark 2:21.
Yep.
No man also seweth a piece of new cloth on an old garment.
Yep.
Else the new piece that fill it up take it away from the old.
Yep.
And the rent is made worse.
And the rent is made worse. You try to sew on a new piece of cloth on the old garment, okay? And the old garment represents us, man. Okay? We're the old man is the old garment. And this doctrine, okay, is what that piece that Jake tried to patch into the old garment. Instead of changing the new garment, because real quick, get on Isaiah 52 and is it 1? Okay, instead of changing the whole garment, Jake just tried to patch a little piece of the truth on the old garment.
Yeah.
That's why you got t-shirt, fringes, and snapbacks.
Yeah.
Jake just trying to patch a little piece of the truth on the old nigga, man. You got it, bro.
Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1.
Yep.
Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion.
Yep.
Put on thy beautiful garments.
Woo, put on thy beautiful garments.
Nationality.
You see? The conduct, the mindset. Okay? Put on thy beautiful garments. See, this wisdom and applying it, this is our beautiful garments. This is what make us beautiful. You hear you hear amongst amongst the camps about how a brother has a beautiful spirit because he has his inward man, he has on those beautiful garments. You guys.
No, like you said, our wisdom and applying it.
Yep.
We have wisdom to navigate us in this world now, man.
Yep.
That's now you're putting on beautiful garments, man. The teachers of King Solomon,
Yep.
The teachers of Sirach.
Yep.
We have beautiful garments that are laws that navigate us in the world, man.
And the royal etiquette.
Their royal etiquette, man. As opposed to what? Nigga culture?
Yeah.
Your mama owning you all your life?
Yeah.
You want to get verse 22?
Yeah, read 21 again.
Okay.
Another one. You look in the one in Sirach. In Baruch.
Come.
By the garments, I think it's 4 or 5.
Mark 2:21. No man also seweth the piece of new cloth
Yep.
on an old garment, else the new piece that filled it up taketh away from the old, and the rent is made worse.
Yeah, because the world takes away from the truth. Because like you always say, because if you still trying to appease, okay, people's perspective in the world, you're going to trim away from what the scriptures is telling you to be.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
Like you say, this world is teaching you to be what? Flamboyant, you know, brag about yourself, brag about what you got, okay? Get it however, you know, lust, okay?
Yep.
The scripture tell you be conservative. Hold down. We got a kingdom coming.
Yeah.
Hold down.
Yep.
You know, fall back a little bit. You got liberty, but fall back a little bit. You know, the scripture speak about what? Temperance. Okay? But this society said, fuck how it turned out. You see?
Yep.
So it's gonna be a conflict because it said that the old garment gonna take away from the new patch, which is the truth. You're gonna try to modify yourself, all right? And you're gonna go against what the scriptures tell you to do what, man? Appease this world, man. You know?
All right, verse 23.
Verse
22.
22. Yep.
Verse 22. And no man putteth new wine into an old bottle,
Yep.
else the new wine doth burst the bottles,
Yep.
and the wine is spilled, and the bottles will be marred. But new wine must be put into new bottles.
Yep. See, the old bottle is the old man, okay? And the new wine is the doctrine, okay? The new wine is the doctrine.
Yeah.
And if you try to put this new wine, okay, in the mindset of an old man, pretty soon it's gonna be a conflict, and you're gonna throw away, okay, you gonna burst, and the new wines are gonna come leaking out. So now you have nothing.
Because you know, we not literally black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
So when you mix those two wines, the new wine and the old wine, you mix in the old you,
Yep.
which is the African American you.
Yep.
Then you mix in our nationality,
Yep.
Hebrew.
Like that Jake that came by the camp the other day. He said Hotep.
Yep.
Then he said Shalom. Yeah, Shalom.
Shalom Hotel.
Yeah. He said Shalom Hotep.
Yeah, he started out right.
Yeah.
Did horrible.
Yeah.
And that's called adulterating.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're adulterating our beautiful garment, or our royal wine with that old wine, that old low budget wine,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
211s.
And barefoot.
They're barefoot, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You got a quick one?
Yeah.
You got it. Okay, hold up.
Looking for another one too. But this one close, bro.
You got it, bro.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, and I'm gonna read verse 26. I'm gonna jump down. It says, "Come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power.
Yep.
Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go."
Mm-hmm.
All right. Verse 29. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory.
Yeah, her chains a robe of glory. You know, because why? We're clothed, okay, in a newness of thinking, man. It's our mind that's clothed. Okay. Everything starts with a mindset, man. Okay. Everything that we see playing out in the planet Earth began with a mindset, man. All right. And the kingdom that we're coming into is beginning with a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason, and another thing, like I was saying earlier, this morning, when you have a low level mindset, you're not farsighted.
Mm-hmm.
You're very nearsighted. That's why you see these men, okay, like IUIC. Pretty much they're mingling a Baptist doctrine,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with Israel, because Nate got that TD Jakes persona.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this superstar, this mega star type, you know, Creflo Dollar type spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a character. You see, and he has mingled that with the ministry. And what happens now? He can't teach in the name. You know, he can't teach about the MOTB.
Mm-hmm.
It's taken away from the new, you know.
Yep.
It's taken away from the new man that he's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he's creating followers that are of this world, man. Because Jake is always looking for an easy way out. So Jake is gonna flock to something that doesn't require much effort or change.
If I could just say this, you know, the spirit had got on us to get into low culture.
Yep.
Like if you look up the word low culture, it really goes into mass appeal.
Yep.
In short, low culture appeal to the masses because you're really appealing to people's basic needs.
Yep.
If I may add, you appeal to people's like your natural wants.
Yep.
And then when you got these different Israelite camps, what do? They have rap videos,
Yep.
weddings. All right, and then the way Jake, they had that urban demeanor.
Yep.
All right, so now you're still appealing to the masses of Jake.
Yep.
All right, but hey, through the spirit of power, how about Shema Shai? GMS doesn't have that mass appeal, man.
Yep.
You know?
Only truth, all truth, no glitter.
Yep.
You finished it?
Did you want me to get 22 again?
No, that was it on 22. You get that Baruch 5.
I got it.
You got you get that Ephesians 4:17.
Okay.
Read down there.
Baruch chapter 5, beginning at verse 1.
Yep.
Man, wow.
Hmm.
Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of thy mourning and affliction.
Yeah, so it said put off. That means take off the whole garment.
Yep.
You gotta take that whole nigga off, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Hmm.
You gotta take that
Dreads
the whole
yeah.
nigga, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot.
You got
Now, the irony in that, because who was it? I think it was Adam Abbott. But you got this one Jake that was he was pretty much pushing on his congregation and people that was listening to them. You gotta wear the fringes. It's a law. It's the same Jake got dress down to his damn back.
See?
You know?
And cause why? Because the dread got him attention in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Like you always say, Jake is always stuck in that era when it was most popular.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Jake was most popping, whether it was junior high school, or right after high school, or when he was on in the streets or whatever, Jake is stuck in that era.
You gonna see it in his attire.
Yep.
Jay got that Jerry Curl, that one goal too.
Yeah.
That was the era when he got the most women.
Yep.
You know?
Jake got that box fade,
Yep.
Yep. That Gary Payton jersey.
Yep.
He ain't gonna let go. That was his era, man.
Jake don't want to grow up.
Yeah. You got it, bro.
Baruch chapter 5 and verse 1. Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of thy mourning and affliction.
Because see, that's another thing. That hood shit, ghetto shit. Now we're not speaking against every individual. We're speaking against their lifestyle, man. The shit that culture glorifies.
Yep.
That's not normal.
Nope.
That was Jake. Nope. People not supposed to live like that.
Nope.
Okay?
That's the point. That's not supposed to be a lifestyle.
You're not supposed to live like that.
Yeah.
Okay? No culture in history, ever lived like this.
Nope.
Where, you the lowest nation on the earth, but you continue to destroy yourself and forge your oppressor.
Damn it.
What other nation on earth ever did that?
But in the same breath, you cursing out your oppressor
Yeah,
because you woke up now.
yeah.
Come on, man. So you're an Israelite, but you still afford the legacy of being a slave.
Yeah. Niggas ain't shit, but the niggas still getting you pregnant.
Right. That's Eve all day.
Black lives matter, but I can look at you wrong and I can die.
Yep.
You see?
Full hypocrisy.
That's not normal.
Nope.
Humans, that ain't how we supposed to maneuver in the earth.
Like a man running his household is toxic masculinity, but you best friends with a homosexual.
Yeah,
You love your street nigga,
yeah,
but you've been a heterosexual leader of your house. That's toxic masculinity.
yeah.
But your baby daddy a GD.
Yeah.
It's
It's not normal.
not normal.
But like Zaquan had said before, what it is, Great Millstone does not appeal to your senses.
Nope.
You don't get that dopamine high
Yeah.
by listening to us.
Nope.
So you rather go to these other camps and be entertained. See, like, wait, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
But through the Spirit, the Lord has Spirit on us to warn you about the times to come, man. Because these guys pushing in the old nigga, that's not gonna get you prepared for Jacob's trouble, man.
Yeah.
You guys,
You can finish that.
start the
That going to mourning and affliction. Hey, because that lifestyle came from mourning and affliction.
Yep.
The
Yep.
street culture,
Yep.
the blues, and
Yep.
it came from mourning and affliction,
It's
man.
an extension of our captivity.
Yeah, so it's time to get out there. Why I say shake from the dust, which is the confusion,
Yeah, bro.
and then put on the beautiful garments. Go ahead.
All right. Read this again. Baruch chapter 5, verse 1 down to 2. Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of thy mourning and affliction,
Yep.
and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from the heavenly Father forever.
And comeliness goes to beauty.
Yep.
You see, going back to the beautiful garments, man, which is a mindset. You know how beautiful it is to see a brother with a mindset to serve Yahweh Shai, you know, to reverence Yahweh Shai as king, man.
That's our highest purpose.
Yeah. To yearn for the Yahweh Shai to establish the throne of David, you know, to want to see the best for his brother. You know how beautiful that is, man. Okay, for a brother to be catching hell in his daily life, but still fighting, you know, to build the nation in righteousness, man. Do you know how beautiful that is?
Like, you know how beautiful like brotherly love is? Like brotherly love and how I smell outside? Like just like, you know, you can't put everything in a lesson, man.
Yep.
The love, the brothers help for each other, even how we hash things out and all that stuff, man. You know, we got brothers in our best interest, man.
Right. Yep.
All right, that surpassed 50 niggas in a rap video putting guns in the camera, man.
Yep.
You know?
Account some, you know, some slave notes.
Yep.
For me for me and the brother to have a disagreement, but no matter what, I never expose their brother business, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can have a heated disagreement.
Yeah.
You know, it can even get physical, man.
Yeah.
All right. But you never expose their brother, you know, secrets to the world, man, because of the disagreement.
Honor. Yahweh Shai brought honor back. You see? And like the elder brought out the comment board, whether wrong color and die, but Black Lives Matter, man.
Yeah.
You know? But can you read that scripture again, brother?
Consequence. Baruch chapter 5, verse 1. Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of thy mourning and affliction.
Because everything we had was like it was like a soundtrack to captivity.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, like you said, the blues, Thug Life. Those are like a soundtrack of our captivity. And even these street niggas, it sound like a broken record because they're basically talking about the urban aspects of captivity. All right, but the scripture says clearly put out that whole old soundtrack.
Yeah, goddamn Project Pass on. If you ain't from my hood, get from around here.
Yeah,
What type of shit?
That ain't your hood.
Oh.
Okay? If Esau want to gentrify it, he gonna give you niggas them vouchers. You niggas gotta get out of there, man.
See, it's a lot of you different Israelite camps. Y'all never converted, man. Y'all haven't been reformed. Yahweh Shai is reforming us for the kingdom, man, for the hereafter.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, bro.
I'm finishing it out. And put on the comeliness of the glory, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from the Most High forever. Verse 2. Cast about thee a double garment of the righteousness which cometh from the Most High.
Yep, a double garment of righteousness was coming from the Most High through who? Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh Shai was their prime example on how to be, man. Okay? He kept the law perfect because he had to be what? That land without blemish. You know? But what was the mindset he was teaching? When they tried to make him king, he withdrew himself. Okay? When it came to judgment, he had mercy, he had balance. Okay? Yahweh Shai was a perfect example. He was faithful until the end. Okay? He came to the conclusion, okay, not my will, but thy will. He was faithful to the orders that was given to the end. And then he gave the orders to the disciples to what? Feed the sheep. You know? Feed the sheep. He knew our people needed leadership, man. Okay? Yahweh Shai put the nation first. It's the truth say how he became poor so we can become rich in knowledge. You see? He made a long-term decision. Okay, I'm going to lose some finances in this lifetime, but I'm going to set a foundation that's going to lead to a dynasty in this time. You see? That's the new man. All right? Like you said, we're going to keep the laws perfect. They're going to be in us, and we're going to have sovereignty.
And that's to make a quick point. You know, you got to have faith that Yahweh Shai, he provides the new man.
Yep.
He provides for the new man. So like a lot of brothers, they they got them little hairstyles and stuff because they still want to attract the woman. But the Most High got your spirit set up where you're gonna attract a different type of woman. You're gonna attract a different type of job. You're gonna attract a different type of people to you, man.
Everything upgraded.
Everything upgraded. So the Most High doesn't leave you hanging when you convert and be a new creature.
Yep.
Everything you get now is for the new creature.
Yep.
All right, your diet changes.
Yep.
You can't just eat Taco Bell or Burger King every day and tell them no bacon.
Yep.
No, it's you elevate, man.
Yep.
And that's what this knowledge taught us to level up.
Yep.
They don't want to let go of their old man because they don't want to level up.
Then it feels good to the flesh. I'm sorry.
Yep.
The old man feels good to the flesh.
Yep.
You know.
It's an upgrade on intellect.
Yep.
The way you interact with people is different now.
Come on, bro.
You know, you can speak to people in high positions.
Yep.
Have different dialogue because even like going back to a royal etiquette, yeah, we know Esau the ops. But we still know how to maneuver around Esau, even network with him if we need to. You see?
That's right.
Using this world not abuse.
Yeah, it's a royal etiquette to this thing, man. And it's a beautiful thing to see brothers being able to be versatile within the ministry, man. Even within their day-to-day, be versatile, and do what they gotta do, man.
That's right, bro.
You gotta look at Daniel. Okay? He was an asset to Nebuchadnezzar, all right, because he was so versatile. You see?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right.
And you guys that don't want to let go of that, that nigga culture, you're basically one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
Like Zaquan just said, man, it comes a point of truth. That you can't just, order certain food and just tell them no bacon on it. Like, nah, you change your whole diet, man. This thing we're part of, it's a lifestyle. It's a manner of life.
Go to like the lowest, grimiest hole in the wall, and you get the lowest caliber of women, but you leave, man, a nigga woman, man.
Yeah.
Like Eve ain't like, but look, you go into the lowest level place where Eve is clearly on a low level.
She hates you.
She hates your ass, and she's proud.
Yeah.
But now you bring it back to the scriptures. Yeah, man, I see a black woman. Like, elevate, man. After a while, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You finished that one, bro?
Yeah, that was it, right?
Look at that sleep.
After the Zaquan, I got a precept.
Okay, come on, brother.
All right, Ephesians.
We go 4:17.
All right, Ephesians 4:17. This I say therefore and testify in the Lord that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk in the vanity of your mind.
Yeah, and the other Gentiles going to Jake, man, because these letters are written to the heads of churches who was amongst what, man? All right, Israelite foreigners that were living after the custom of the Greeks. Because pretty much this is nothing but Greco-Roman culture. All right, when you talk about this beast system in this current society, it's nothing but Greco-Roman culture, man. Okay, go ahead.
Having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of Yahweh through the ignorance that verse 18, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of God through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their heart.
Yeah, the blindness of their heart, their mind. You see, there's a blindness of Jake's mind, when it comes to this new way. Okay? And Jake don't want to go through that uncomfortable phase to level up. You see?
Yeah, straight.
He's scared to take the losses.
Yeah, Jake want to be comfortable. All right? Like you said, it's easy to appease to Eve. Okay? But what would be the end game in that? You see?
Nigga culture is revolved around instant gratification with no long-term game plan.
That's why you see pretty much black culture has hit a wall.
Yep.
Because they ain't playing beyond this point.
Yep. Niggas still got the same content when they rap.
Yep. This shit done hit a wall.
But Jake getting older.
Yep.
So Jake like 50 years old, still seeing about this same shit they were talking about when they were 26.
It's like we was watching that the interview with Lil Flip.
Yeah.
Like, man, you grown as hell, man. You still on this child shit.
Yeah.
Or goddamn versus battle with Bone Thug and 3-6.
Yeah.
Those men are like 50 now.
Yeah.
But they still fighting at the on the bottle.
Yeah.
This ugly ass nigga.
Yeah.
Roasted. hit that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, but that you 50 now. You know, culture goes back to cultivate. You had nigga culture doesn't cultivate you, man.
That's why you say there's a lot of grown kids, man.
Yeah. All right. Verse 18 again. Having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the Most High through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart, who being past feeling, having given themselves over unto lasciviousness, to work all uncleanliness and with greediness.
Yeah, with greediness. Going back to what? No tempers, no restraint. You see? Because at the end of the day, like I say, pleasure is not wickedness, but there's supposed to be a restraint. Yeah. And there's a purpose to it. Now we in this, current setup, and we move, accordingly. We're not over righteous, all right. But we have an understanding now that, like I said, the way that we're obsessed with sex, that we were bred to be obsessed with sex, we're supposed to be obsessed with legacy, man.
Right.
Like, man, I need some sons, so I can groom up to rule over,
lands.
Yeah, so I can set them up here and set him up there, so the house can expand.
Yeah.
But all you think about what? Some tights, some heels, a very base, like you say, it's a very base way of thinking.
Yeah. Hey, that reminds you of the movie, because we've been programmed pretty much. It reminds you of the movie They Live. It pretty much, you saw on the billboards, it'd be like obey.
Yep.
And sometimes it'll say reproduce, but Esau Edom had them advertisements up so you can just make more slaves.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But going back to the brother's point, all this society teaches us, man, is to basically be engulfed in pleasure with no standard attached to it, man.
A slave to pleasure.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you finished that. Are you looking?
Okay. Yeah, I was looking for something. I got Ephesians 4.
You still had yours?
Come.
Okay, come.
Ephesians 4:20.
Yep.
Ye have not learned Hamashiach. That's a cut.
You see that?
Yep.
Read that again.
But ye have not learned Hamashiach.
Jake hasn't learned Yahushua. That's why Jake don't mind trying to diminish Yahushua and their doctrine. Because they haven't learned Yahushua. They just learned that they was Israelites, and this is another platform to get clapped, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's just get straight to the chase, man. These guys learned they were Israelites and found out that this is another platform they can get clout, all right, filthy lucre, okay, and praise of men. But never learning Yahushua, man. Never talking about his kingdom and what he's going to do and how he's going to establish righteousness in the earth, man.
That's the new popular nigga.
Yep.
Like, in high school, you had them popular niggas, right? And some brothers were popular, right?
Yep.
But now in social media, if you got a platform, you got a buzz going on social media,
yep,
you that new popular nigga.
And that's what upsets Jake, bro, when we get on about that, because we tell you, because brothers made the point, this thing about Yahushua. Jake is upset because it's not about them anymore.
Yeah, that vainglory.
They want that high school shit back. They want that era that they had.
Because it appeals to the flesh. All right, Ephesians 4 and 20 had a precept too. Ye have not learned Yahushua, if so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushua, that you put off concerning the former conversation the old man,
yep,
what is a corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
The deceitful lust. Because Esau have you chasing all these lusts, but it ends nowhere. This society have you chasing all this money, spending all your time and energy, the money, clout, status, but then, okay, you made no decisions for the nation.
Hey, but you know what? The elite set up the matrix for one lifestyle at a time.
Yep.
Like, you can't afford a legacy through the matrix.
Yep.
But you sold off your rulership and your sovereignty for instant gratification.
Yep.
That's why you could get fast food and you don't have to farm. You could get instant sex. All right, you don't have to have a family.
Yep.
But what was your life here? You slave till you die. You see, and Jacob want to have it here to where they can still live in Babylon, all right, and be Israelites, man.
Yep. And what we doing? Stop.
No, you got it, brother.
And what we doing is the exact opposite. We're nation building, man, in the spirit right now, and very soon we're literally gonna nation build. Like brother, Priest Ayash just said, dealing with women. We in the ancient world, we didn't just have women to just have one, just pop them. Now it was about forwarding a legacy, and that's why, like brother has said, this society has us, or has our people in general, nearsighted.
Yeah.
That's why Jacob be all caught up, you know, and I'm guilty of it. You know, you'll be caught up in one damn woman, you know, but that's a very small mindset, man. You know, the scriptures teaching us in an abundance mindset.
Yeah.
When you think about what we're gonna have, scriptures say, be fruitful and multiply. You can't be fruitful and multiply with one damn woman.
Hey, you know what? Because you made a point too. Like your mindset should be having sons so they can take over lands. It's Psalms 45 and 16. Instead of thy fathers shall be thy children, which are sons, whom thou mayest make princes in all the earth.
Woo, who thou mayest make princes in all the earth.
Yep.
This is a new way of thinking. Jake is not thinking about rulership. Jake want to be popular.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Jake is not thinking about legacy, man. Jake is not thinking about setting up righteousness, okay, in the earth, man. Jake is trying to forward their platform, okay? Jake is trying to forward their clothing brand. You see? It said, make thy sons princes in the earth, man. That's a different stratosphere of living, man, of existence, man.
Like you always bring out, you know, the Lord gives us an incentive
Yeah.
of what we involved in, you know, dangling that immortality in front of us, man, like the carrot in front of the horse.
They want for saying that everywhere.
It's in 144 everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? Man.
Ruling class mentality.
Yeah.
Big Brother is instilling in us a ruling class mindset, man.
And that clashes with the old man.
Yeah.
The old man just wants pleasure with no responsibility.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah, bro.
Cons.
She got that feet. Where you stopped at?
I stopped at verse 22 or 21.
Yeah, read 22 then.
It's all good.
Ephesians 4:22.
Yeah.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
Yeah, because he was not conversation change. And he was so spiritual. My cousin, which we went to high school together, played on the football team. The job I'm at now, we started there together. But he left a few months earlier. I mean, he left a few months later when we started, you know, and I stayed. All right. And we started with the temp staff, and then Most High pretty promoted me through that company. And then he came back through the same temp staff. And he was in that same mind frame like a child. Like, we were working and he was trying to talk. When he was talking, like, it was like 12 years ago, like you say, like you go back in the past. It was like 12 years ago. He's still talking about the, you know, the women we dealt with in high school and what they doing now. Like, he still has he's very irresponsible. You know, nigga late first 2 days, left early the third day. Like, goddamn.
Have you seen the movie First Time Felon?
I don't see him.
Yeah, there was a movie called First Time Felon. It was Omar Epps, right? So that was in the game. Omar Epps, since that was his first time, he got caught, but he had to stay. He went to a boot camp.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Church.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he got himself together though
Yeah.
in boot camp, he got his mind right in boot camp. Well, he went back to the streets. His mind never left them streets.
Yep.
So like it reminded me that saying his mind still it was like on pause.
Yep.
The PS2 game on pause till you get back.
It's like a reflection of your old self. Like when
Yep.
I was seeing him, like, damn, I'm thinking how far the Most High through Yahweh Shai brought me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you don't care about them updates about the people you went to high school
no,
with,
yeah, about
old girl and shit.
Yeah.
We know she got kids now.
Yeah. Fell off.
Yeah, fell off, man.
Bad bill.
Yeah,
Yup.
man. Jake is stuck.
Yeah.
You know? It's a lot. Lost my precept. All right, the Book of Lamentations. What did you have some more on it, bro?
What else you want?
Yeah, verse 22.
All right, Ephesians 4:22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust,
And that was it.
and be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Yeah, be renewed in spirit and mind, a new mindset, man. You know, and that's above the law, because it's gonna be a new mindset, all right, that the Most High is gonna put these laws in.
Yep.
You see?
Because we're not supposed to be niggas with restrictions.
Yeah.
The laws, what Jake with the Pharisees and what Jake is pushing is that really we niggas with restrictions.
Yeah.
You know, you basically African Americans that keep the laws.
Yeah.
But Yahweh Shai is pushing a whole different paradigm change. It's elevate.
That's right, bro.
It's elevate, man. You know?
Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 14.
Mhm.
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity
Yep. Oh, yeah.
to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment.
Yep. False burden and cause of banishment, man. Because what Jake is doing, first off, they bringing street nigga energy to the ministry. And then they try and put the burden of the whole law on you. Okay? So here it is, they giving you a deaf culture with the street energy.
Yeah.
And then they give you a undoable task with the whole law.
Yep.
You through
Yep.
it. You know?
King David was in the drill music.
Yeah. You don't stand a chance, man.
Hell,
I'm telling you, and they said that.
yeah, Jay said that.
Yeah. Jay be trying to manipulate the scriptures for their lifestyle, man. You know? This is what Jake is into. He trying to put that new patch on that old ass garment, man. You know? Go ahead, man.
You're gonna be surprised the vibration that Yahweh Shai comes. He enters the earth.
Yeah.
The vibration he's gonna come. It has nothing to do with the vibration. This is the lowest vibration of existence.
Yeah, bro.
And you'll be surprised the type of man that Yahweh Shai is. If there's anything that's reflective of Yahweh Shai, it's probably the Dark Ages.
Yep.
How Jake carried themselves in the Dark Ages, the
Yeah.
Byzantine Empire,
More,
the more how they had those long garments to the foot. You know, because it tells you that Yahweh Shai had a garment down to the foot, man.
serious mind.
Yeah, serious minded, like the balls
Yep.
and the chest and the classical music. You're gonna be surprised that the royal mindset that Yahweh Shai is gonna enter into the world with, man.
Yep. And that emotionless mindset
Yep.
when judgment starts.
Yep.
Like the way Yahweh Shema Shai is about to do Jake, you know, it's gonna be a lot of Israelites offended because you never got that black family reunion spirit.
Yep.
You see, you think if someone knows they're Israel, that you know you're supposed to be loyal to the death with them, man. No, man. There's a certain quality that Yahweh Shai is coming back for, and he's gonna discard the rest. Like Solomon, if a fly got on the plate, it was over with.
Yeah.
Like you gonna be that, like you say, Jake gonna be surprised at how Yahweh Shai maneuver when he come back because they never got familiar with him.
And
You see?
dealing with the first fruits, that's the highest quality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, I got some for you.
yeah, bro.
St. John chapter 8 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto them, ye are from beneath.
Yep.
I am from above.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are of this world.
Yep.
I am not of this world.
Yeah, Jake is of this society. Yahweh Shai not of this society. Okay? The way, you know, we was taught to think about women, Yahweh Shai don't think like that. The way we was taught, you know, to think about what a man was supposed to be, our duties as a man, Yahweh Shai don't think like that, man. The way that we was brought up, Yahweh Shai don't think like that. Okay? The way we was taught, you know, to treat each other coming up is completely different, man.
Like you can see how Yahweh Shai talked to his mother.
Yeah.
He's like, woman, this is not that time.
Yeah.
You
What
know?
am I to do with you?
Yeah, what am I to do with you?
And that's another thing too. Well, I think I just went into it.
Yeah.
How this society taught us to deal with women.
Yeah.
But you always go into how you know, if a man needed assistance, like if he needed, for example, his house cleaned up, or you know, the different things that did around the house, he'll be like, well, I need to get a woman,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to take care of this.
Yep, because it was a different connotation to women.
If she had a purpose.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you say find you a wife 100 years ago going back, that meant find you a helpmeet.
Yep.
That meant nothing like I need a helpmeet.
Yep.
Like over there in Japan, they make it artificial helpmeets.
Yep.
AI technology.
Yep.
They got robots that start wiping your table down. It's an artificial woman.
Yep.
The Most High created a woman like going to your house shot. They were created to be helpmeets. What we was raised to think is not what the Most High and Howard Shah look at them like, man.
The closest we can get to it is seeing our grandmothers.
Yep.
That's a damn shame.
Going to a restaurant.
Or going to a restaurant.
A waitress. Yep. The word, that's where you get the word waitress, goes back to wait. Yep. And when you go into help me, it really goes into a woman that stood in front of her man to wait on his next request. You see? Tell the women in your congregation that, man. A housekeeper and a waitress combined is really a woman, man.
And that's what a wife is, a housekeeper that gives you sex.
Yep, there you go.
You know, I got something else for you.
Yeah.
All right, St. John chapter 3, verse 31. He that cometh from above is above all.
Yep.
He that is of the earth is earthy,
Yep.
is earthly, and speaketh of the earth.
Yep.
He that cometh from heaven is above all.
Speaking of the earth, you know, yeah, that was a new beat from the new track on the mixtape. You know, y'all just heard that in the background. That was the beat to this song that's finna come out. My reality show coming out. My clothing brand coming out. That's of this world, man. Okay? The hell with a clothing brand, man. We talking about owning the resources. We talking about thousands of slaves, okay, picking cotton.
Yep.
You talking about your collection of so-called 100% cotton V-necks. We talking about 1,000 slaves picking cotton every day, all right? Sewing us garments to our liking every day.
And you know, guys like Prince had that.
Yep.
You know, I think Prince, he had people sewing a garment for him like every day. Like when he traveled, he had people travel with him to sew his garments every day, man. Seamstress, like he had more of a ruler class mentality than you guys, man.
Yeah. It's seamstress, all right? And the baddest seamstress of these heathen women, all right, let me get knocked down, man.
You got some called a sultan.
Yeah.
Like during the Sultan Empire, they had harems where they had hundreds of women within their realm, man.
Yep.
A chamber with hundreds of women, man.
They had purpose, man.
Yep.
Sex was just a part of it. They had a whole other purpose outside of it.
Sex was the vehicle.
Yeah, there was way more that was valuable, all right, to the empire, man. That's coming back to the earth, man.
That's right, bro.
Men, first men, okay, have to be valuable, you know, according to the king, Yahushua. And then women are going to have to be valuable for the forward and of that, man. Okay? In this society, you just taught you're a born woman, so you inherit, you know, titles and, you know,
what you call
safety nets and all this other type of shit, man. No, man, it's not. It's going to be completely different. That's why we have to be completely different, because what's coming is completely different from this, man.
But it makes sense why the king of Babylon would give out a power to a woman besides woman worship.
Yep.
Because a woman is not going to seek to obtain power.
No.
If you give out a resource to a woman, she's not going to use those resources to build her nation.
She just won't stay comfortable.
She just wants to stay comfortable. But men have testosterone. It's in a man's nature to build.
It's about a takeover.
It's a takeover. So Esau got all type of systems put in place so the 12 tribes won't even think about taking over. We're too economically remote from taking over, man.
You heard what LeBron said about Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the highest a nigga mind go, and then it go back down to nothing.
But that's the bread and circuses for you slaves. Sex, Esau making sex like junk food and making it available. That's part of the bread and circuses because you're a slave. Fast food, sex, music, concerts, strip clubs, bars, theaters. That's part of the matrix. That's why Lawrence Fishburne showed him that battery.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that shit was to distract you from the fact that you were a damn battery for the elites, man.
It's heavy because we always, you know, through the spirit, it always comes out how everything is artificial in this society. You know, the movie Surrogates, Bruce Willis, and people had those cyborg bodies. They could basically be what they wanted to be out in the so-called real world, but that wasn't them. And that's basically people on social media. You know, like this shit ain't real, man. What you Jake's doing, that's not reality, man.
It's not reality. It's not forwarding our legacy.
Nope.
Y'all don't do they do videos about herbs at least? Don't talk about herbs. You know what smoothie can you help to build your system up, man? You know what roots? See, we have a whole. When it says our beautiful garments, that's everything that's embodied within our nature, man. I mean, within our nation.
Jay got clout with no power.
But no pep. Come on, man.
clout with zero power.
That's why it's called vain glory, man.
It's because it's false power.
Yeah.
You know, it's false power that Esau gives Jake, because Jake has no power to affect the earth in no type of way, except help Esau be an enchantment to the masses.
As soon as Jake leave Martin Luther King Boulevard, you lose any power you thought you had in the hood, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That was it.
Okay. Hey, well, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. And once again, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash, double understrike, elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessing, I stay with the elect, above,
Above.
Shalom,
Shalom.
and Yahweh Shema Shai, Thumb, Shalom.
Shalom.
Water for tuning in, Akim, Aqua. Water.
Yeah, man, needed that.
Yeah, I just